From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA. End of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not looking for a better play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. Complete.
11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down.
Former Chiefs kicker on for the field goal try. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Returning it, John Ross.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And just shutting him off there. And a well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Moore, the man in motion. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have hit the 1st quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he
blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So problems with passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. It feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3rd and 8. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. Caught by Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert powering up the middle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Herbert.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big loss.
A good head down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
He gets away from one.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you better have second effort in order to try to pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And with that last throw, a nice milestone for Patrick Mahomes. He goes over 25,000 yards passing for his career. Well, it seems like his rookie year was not that long ago, but he is steadily climbing that all-time leaderboard and figures to do so for many years to come.
Back to throw again. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just 1 start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
They'll toss it out right to Herbert.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
This 2nd and 4. Draw play, a give to Herbert.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Here we go,
3rd and 3.
Angel. Medic.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the...
There he goes, left side. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes now on first down. Touchdown. Rashee Rice. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Complete to Jones. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Oh, the option left is Fields. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on 3.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Mahomes now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Fields throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent. Locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6.
Attack, attack!
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
43.
Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here we go.
The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down and 8.
Hey, 43.
Again, it's Pacheco. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jarrett McKinnon.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Tony. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Yellow.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Easy, easy, easy. Right.
Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago 1st.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
we go, son. Tonight.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Felix Anudike-Uzomah fighting through to bring him down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They go to Johnson again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
From the 50, here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, set.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the new sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.